Anyway, Dylan, how's the youth centre treating you?
Yeah, you know, there's these crazy youths and their knives and that. Yeah.
Okay, right. I don't know. I'm trying to have a bit of preamble here. Nobody's helping.
Oh, I've got a bit of preamble. Turns out that Harvey Weinstein was innocent all along.
Yeah. It's a shame that he died recently.
Did he?
I was just pretending you were talking about O.J. Simpson.
All right. Oh, yeah. No, it turns out that Harvey Weinstein didn't rape anybody because they've just overturned the trial verdict. So yeah, looks like he was a good guy after all.
Well, now people can stop complaining about Israel now, I guess.
Exactly. Yeah. Sorry, didn't Jeremy Corbyn call him Weinstein?
Yes.
Classic. That's a classic Jezza move.
Classic Jezza.
That's how we knew he was anti-Semitic. As soon as he criticised Harvey Weinstein, we're like, right, you know.
But speaking of people who've been accused of bigotry despite never ever saying anything wrong, J.K. Rowling.
Wait, she's the Holocaust denial?
Yeah. She was tweeting about anal beads.
Okay.
What?
No, not really. It's a bit indirect. All right, let me send you this thing. Okay, you guys can have a look at it.
I'd love it if J.K. Rowling just came out as trans.
That's what they call a pro gamer move. I'd like it if Jeremy Corbyn came out as Jewish.
I'd like it if Andrew Tate came out as gay. Having said, sorry, I'm just looking at. Andrew Tate claims it's gay for men to have sex with women for pleasure.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you're pleasuring a woman, that is pretty gay. Because everyone knows women can only enjoy lesbian sex, so you're basically being a lesbian.
Influencer Tate, who last month claimed that YouTube star Mr. Beast supporting his trans friend was part of a psyop, made yet another wild remark after claiming sex is only for making children. Any man who has sex with women because it feels good is gay. Okay.
But I know that he made like one video one time where he was saying like, basically, if you would rather have sex with a masculine woman instead of a feminine trans woman, then you're gay.
Oh, wow.
I recently posted a question on Twitter asking,
I've seen
would you rather have sex with a transsexual, which is a legitimate 10, or a woman, which is a legitimate 1? And everyone's sitting there clicking woman, because they think they're going to be gay if they do anything else, but they're not actually thinking about the question. When I say accent? A 1 and a 10,
I know.
I mean,
I think that all the time. Like, his accent's so weird.
Well, they're not actually.
Megan Fox with a that's the tranny. Or Hulk Hogan with a that's the girl. This is the question.
Okay, yeah. I honestly like.
He has earned $10 billion making up these questions.
Yeah, I will say, like, genuinely, like, Megan Fox with a dick versus Hulk Hogan with a pussy is such a funny way of putting it.
Especially if he's calling you brother while it's happening, you know. Yeah, brother. No, I couldn't.
Well, which one would you pick? Just out of interest, this is an.
I think you've got to go Megan Fox with a dick.
What was the correct answer?
The correct answer was Megan Fox with a dick.
According to him.
To
him, yeah. No, so if you're doing that, you're just like, you know, like put like a hand over your eye so it covers like half of her, so you can't like see.
Well, that's like what if we remember like Mac on Always Sunny. Just, you know, as long as she tapes it, it's okay, you know.
Yeah, and that's I think what Andrew Tate is like Mac from Always Sunny. Oh my god, it's that right
actually
now?
Yeah, good point. Good point. Yeah.
Anyway, I think we should get on to what we're doing today. Well, as everybody can see on screen, hopefully Michael's audio is better. By the way,
yes.
We pray, and he will keep checking, and it won't fuck up now. It's going to be good from now on, I swear. Dylan, if you will read out what is on the next slide. So here we go, as you can see on screen.
We pick our favourite Tom of Finland picture to celebrate his birthday.
Now have any of you heard...
Who the fuck is Tom of Finland?
Well, don't look him up, okay?
Yes.
That's obviously, I don't want you to do that. Have you heard of Tom of Finland, though?
No, sorry, no, but, you know, I'm sure it's important or something. I'm sure there's something we're missing.
Oh, wow. I have to say you're missing out. He's a respected artist. Anyway, so we've got some
this
facts.
means he's not a respected artist.
He actually
Whatever
is.
Luke says is the opposite. Is this the guy who did What Did the Fox Say?
No.
I'm just imagining that seems like the kind of thing that a guy from Finland would do.
I think they were from like Sweden or something. Yeah. Those Fox.
What did the fox say?
Right, he's got nothing to do with that music video. Okay, right. Who wants to read out the next slide? By the way, Dylan?
What we pick off? Oh no, the next one I see.
Who is Tom of Finland? Let's zoom in a little bit so I can actually see it because my eyes aren't very good anymore.
Nothing's good about you anymore.
Nothing's good about you.
Tuukko Velio-Laaksonen was born on the 8th of May 1920 and died on the 7th of November 1991.
You're speaking into the mic, by the way, Dylan, yeah?
I think so.
You better be.
Known by the pseudonym Tom of Finland, he was a Finnish artist.
Very uncreative, to be honest. But...
Tom of Finland was known for creating stylized, highly masculinized art. He has been called the most influential creator of gay pornographic images by cultural historian Joseph W. Slade.
Oh, lovely.
Over the course of 4 decades, he produced some 3,500 illustrations.
He's a top goon.
That's a start.
Some of which have been used in our thumbnails.
Oh, lovely.
These illustrations mostly featured men with exaggerated primary and secondary sex traits, wearing tight or partially removed clothing.
Yeah, so we're gonna see all of these photos pictures that Tom of Finland created, the artist himself. So yeah, I mean, he's he's the most influential creator of gay porn images ever. So yeah,
we should have heard of him. We don't want to be posers.
I know he's got his work in museums and everything. So let's move on to the so Michael, if you want to read this, go on.
Is it
Dylan.
all legal? That's what I just want to know. Is it all legal?
Yeah, we're not going to get banned, are we?
No.
Good.
But I mean, it's going to be fine, right? So, Michael, if you read the next slide to give Dylan a break.
Yes.
This is about where Tom of Finland got his idea for creating gay porn from.
Okay. What inspired Tom of Finland? When his country became embroiled in World War II, he was conscripted in February 1940 into the Finnish army, fighting on the good guys' side. Tom of Finland attributed his fetishistic interest in uniformed men to encounters with men in army uniform, especially soldiers in the German Wehrmacht serving in Finland at that time. You mean fighting against Finland? Quote, in my drawings, I have no political statements to make, no ideology. I am thinking only about the picture itself. The whole Nazi philosophy, the racism and all that is hateful to me, but of course I drew them anyway. They had the sexiest uniforms. To be fair, that is a mood.
What an artist. What do you think of that philosophy, Dylan?
I like that. Yeah, I mean, like,
look, you got to separate the art from the artist.
Yeah, you got to separate the Nazis from their Nazi clothes.
Exactly.
I mean, I get it. Every time I see a swastika, I get a bit of a boner myself. So it's one of those.
Doesn't that guy look hot? Come on,
he does.
Yeah. I mean,
I can't see his face.
Well, it's who cares about the face, Dylan? Come on.
Yeah.
It's not what
Is that so? Did he actually draw that? Then that's actually quite good. If
no, he didn't draw that. That's no. Right, we're gonna get onto his art again.
He's a photographer, so not a real artist.
Wait, Tom of Finland.
Yeah, I'm assuming he's a photographer. Is he not?
No.
Okay,
he's an artist.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, he does sketch drawings. I think you'll see one on the next slide, by the way.
Okay,
so this is what we're going to be doing today with the competition. Here you go.
Dylan and Michael will each have 2 groups of 4 Tom of Finland pictures. I don't think the pictures needs to be a capital P, but that's okay.
Shut up.
They will view the 4 pictures in their group. After viewing all 4, they will then rate each picture out of 10. The image with the highest rating will go through to the final 4. The final 4 pictures will then each get a rating out of 10 by all 3 of us. Whichever picture has the highest score out of 30 will win.
Is that all very simple, guys?
That does sound pretty simple. Yeah, I'm down for that.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get going. Actually, we have a quote first. If you want to read this quote out, Michael, from Tom of Finland to really get us in the mood.
Yes. If I don't have an erection when I'm doing a drawing, I know it's no good. Imagine that. He must do his drawings really quickly, or he must have to do some hospital visits.
So yeah, that is the Tom of Finland philosophy. I think a philosophy that all artists should share. Yeah, like Picasso and that. Yeah, that was the case. Anyway, let us go on to the first image. So I believe Dylan, it's your group first. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, so here we go. Here is our first Tom of Finland picture. Tell us your thoughts.
Year drawn, 1958. What are Dylan's thoughts on this piece of art? I mean, I suppose, yeah. So let's. I mean, it kind of looks a bit like us, really, doesn't it? You know.
Yeah.
It's, yeah. So I'm liking the nipples. You know, on the guy on the left. You know, I'm assuming that a little bit harder nipples means, you know,
More
he's
aroused.
happy.
Yeah.
He's more aroused. He's enjoying the situation. Taking the belt off. I suppose, you know, we're gonna see the goods underneath. Yeah. It's an interesting piece of art. What would the context be? 1958.
Yeah.
What was going on there?
Oh,
I
Warsaw
suppose-
Uprising. No, I made that up.
That's it.
Yeah. Look at that guy's.
Yeah.
Look at that guy's butt.
Yeah, see, this is the
It's-
thing.
it's
I
That's
was
really,
showing
shiny.
out
That
really
actually, you know
pert.
what? He's done a good job getting the shine on the other guy's jeans. And there's some
Okay.
tight jeans. I don't think they really did tight jeans in the 50s. You know,
Yeah.
it's a good
No,
like.
Dylan, what are you talking about? Of course they did in the
Yeah.
50s.
Oh
yeah.
No, of course they did. Yeah,
Rock
it's
and
on
roll,
the
Elvis.
range.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking like they had that in America. Did they have that in Finland? You know, but
Yeah.
They hadn't invented the technology to have
No, yeah.
tight jeans. Right. Let's move on to picture B, Dylan. What are your
I'm not
thoughts?
rating them yet. That's fun.
Yeah,
Oh,
at the
okay.
end.
So, okay. So this guy, you know, we've got a sailor. He's got a package there, and you got like his first officer, his first mate, you could say, shining his shoes,
His first mate, yeah.
and he's you know, he's getting quite close to the goodies, if it were, and
Yeah.
it doesn't look like the guy minds too much. You
No.
know, he's like, you know, if you do a good job shining my shoes, you know, you get the prize.
Yeah.
Is what he's saying.
It's pretty-
Yeah, it's interesting.
It kind of
Okay.
looks a bit like the guy's face is not quite. It almost looks like the guy's face is hanging off of his head a bit. The guy who's kneeling down. I don't
Yeah, but-
quite like the perspective there.
People aren't focusing on that.
Really.
I would say their faces aren't very proportional to the rest of
Yeah,
their body.
exactly, Yeah.
But no, it's highly stylized, guys. You
Yeah,
know, that's
okay,
the
that makes
point.
sense.
Art doesn't have to be accurate. It's
Style
like-
can
it's
cover
not-
a multitude of sins.
Picture
Good
C
idea.
now, Dylan.
Oh, right, okay. I was thinking, you know, what I'm really liking about this guy is his subtlety. You know, he doesn't, you know, he leaves a lot to the imagination.
So, you know, how are we gonna deal with this? Are we gonna be doing some blurring?
I think there
I mean-
might have to be some blurring in parts.
I mean, if anything, that looks uncomfortable. Like I
So what are we seeing here, Dylan? What are your thoughts?
So what's he got next to, like, has he got like is that like a poker or 1978? So he's kind of like, you know, as time's moved on, he's like, you know what, I'm not gonna let them censor me anymore. I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
I like as well. You can see the guy's nipples underneath his jumper.
Yeah,
Nice little. I don't know,
yeah.
has he got like a poker? Is he punishing him? Like I don't
Oh God,
know.
it's up to your interpretation, Dylan. It's a piece of art, so whatever you think is the case, you know, that's a legitimate point of view. So if you think the other guy is punishing him,
Yeah. That's how you read
Yeah.
it.
yeah, that's how you
He's
read
got,
it.
like, he's got his boots on.
Yeah,
They
He loves
both got their
boots.
boots on.
right.
Although
Let's go
wellies.
on to the next picture.
Oh, dear.
I just love it because it's not a very erotic situation. Just being just in a boat with another guy. It's just like, oh yeah, I've got a bit of a rage on.
It makes you think about Frodo and Sam.
Oh yeah,
Like,
It's like, you know, apparently there's like an illness you can have where you just like got a permanent erection. Like that's kind of what I feel like about this guy.
the guy on the right though, he's liking it. You know, you
It's
can tell.
like, all right, yeah, maybe later. Oh, actually, he's got a bit going on in his
yeah. Right, Michael, do you like this as well as much as Dylan?
Yeah, I do. You know, like I said, I feel like it feels kind of trad, which makes sense with the whole
Yeah.
Nazi thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
right, yeah. So
It reminds me of Wind in the Willows, where they're like on the,
Yeah, like it really does have that kind of. It's quaint. I think would be a good word for it.
yeah.
that's the word.
Well, hey, look, that's then Tom of Finland has succeeded. He's made you feel something with this.
Yes.
Right, so let's go on to so we've seen all the pictures now, Dylan, for
Yeah.
group one. So you are going to pick which one you like. Oh, sorry, rate each one. I think that's the best way to go about it, of course. So A is top left, B is top right, C is bottom left, D is bottom right. So what are you going to give A out of 10, Dylan?
It will give A. I think artistically. I mean, how am I rating this? Artistically?
Anything you want, Dylan. It's art. There is no right or wrong answer.
Yeah, there's no objectivity.
You see, I think based on he's using some good shading techniques, some good shading practices.
Yeah, but
Dylan,
what does it say? What does it say to you? Come on.
What does it mean?
Well, it tells me this guy's someone who knows how to use his pencils. But I think it's telling me he's got some fantasies. He's got there's stuff going on in his brain there. That he wants to enact.
Are you going to give A out of 10?
I'll give this a 7. A 7 out of 10.
7. Okay, that's a decent rating. We'll move on to the top right one now. The Sailor's Dream.
The Sailor's Dream. I think it's not just the Sailor's Dream. I think it might be a bit of Tom of Finland's dream as well. But not as artistically pleasing as the first one. But he's got a bit of a vision there. Having said that, it probably is the weakest of the 4. Therefore, I'm only going to give it a no dicks. So no dicks, no glory, as they say. I'm going to give this a 6.
Okay, it's going to be interesting to see if that standard is kept up throughout the conversation. Right, what about C, Dylan?
C, as I say,
bottom left.
again, I can imagine that he enjoyed making this. It's just like, it's like in South Park when Mr. Garrison was writing his book, and every time he was writing about and then he was like he was in a field of penises. I don't know if you've ever seen that before. It's like the gay character writing a book, and I could just picture him enjoying himself as he was drawing this one.
He's the Finnish Mr. Garrison. Yeah,
he definitely would not be classing this as a bad piece of art at any point as he was making it. And he enjoyed himself. Again, he's using some good shading on the boots. I'm gonna give this one. I'll give this one a 7 as well.
Oh, okay. And what about D, Dylan?
D for me is the clear winner.
Okay.
Again, it's very reminiscent of as I say, like when Ratty's out on the boat on Wind in the Willows, and it kind of pictures that in, but it does a modern twist on it because the guy's naked and he's got his dick out.
He's got a massive. Imagine if Ratty had a massive whopper.
I think we've all imagined that before. To be fair.
Well, let's just say he's not feeling very ratty, and neither is his companion. So I think this one's going to be the winner, and it gets an 8 out of 10.
Okay, an 8 out of 10.
I'm leaving a ceiling, because I'm expecting them to be better as well.
Okay. Oh, that's good. So, he's expecting more of Tom of Finland. Let's see if he delivers. So, D goes through at the bottom right picture.
D for dick.
Yeah, there we go. Lovely. So, Michael, are you ready to appraise some Tom of Finland
Let me
work?
just say, as ready as I'll ever be.
Okay, let's go. So, this is image A.
A year drawn, 1978. What am I sourcing this piece of art? So let's see. It says private. He's pointing at it. Now you can see a guy's butt. It's he's got his cheeks are very well defined. The contours of it. I think there's a. I would describe this as striking. I think the use of the straight, erect tree to frame things is bringing forward some symbolism.
Okay.
The way there's a lasso around the fence post, I think.
What do you think is going on in this image, Michael? Because the guy's pointing to private, so does that mean the guy is unwelcome here?
I think he is unwelcome. I think that's it.
Yeah. What's he going to do to him?
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, he's got a riding crop. I believe that's what it's called,
Yeah.
a riding crop. So I'm assuming that rather bulbous ass is going to be getting some red welts on it.
Dylan, can I ask why did you laugh so much at this particular work?
Well, I mean, there's just so much going on there. I think I think the symbolism with the private is in Tom of Finland's artwork, nothing is private. Everything is open to
Oh, I like that. That's good. Yeah, this is good. This is. We could teach an art lesson on this.
But yeah, no, what I found funny was you could see the guy's ass. But my favourite thing is just there's a random horse in the background.
Yes, yeah. I was hoping someone would have mentioned that.
It's like the not the elephant in the room, but the horse in the room. You know.
Oh yeah, a good. No, I don't. Yeah, the horse. Right. So let's go on to picture B now, Michael. What are your thoughts on this one?
Okay. That one is so he's got a wedgie. 1965. What are Michael's thoughts on this piece of art? Yeah, again,
very,
you've got
very
those
Jailhouse
bulbous
Rock.
butts. The fact he's got a wedgie is really interesting to me.
How did he get that wedgie?
They're very top heavy, aren't they? These guys. So like, I guess he's clearly been lifted up. So I think that the guy is a policeman. So this guy's probably a criminal. And I guess maybe they don't have any room in the police cells because they filled them up with undesirables. So they're like, for now, you'll have to just stay on this hook.
I see.
And that's it.
See,
And it's like, I'd escape, but my jeans are too tight. I did not think this through.
Well, if you want to escape, you're going to have to take them off then.
Yeah.
Sorry. You know.
Yeah.
And then we continue.
I enjoy just how happy the policeman looks.
Yeah. Yeah, the policeman's, he's kind of admiring his handiwork.
Yeah, I know. It's very proud. Yeah. So yeah, good stuff, Michael. You happy? You've seen that? You've embraced it?
Yeah, I felt like I've learned something.
Okay, let's move on to picture C now.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
The
so
willies
we're
are
getting
out.
some penises. Year drawn 1969. Nice. Yeah,
What are your
I mean,
thoughts?
I kind of like how it's almost as if you could almost believe that the sheer force of his erection, even if he wasn't cradling his lover in his arms, his erection would be able to hold him up. If that was all he was leaning against. That's something I like to believe. They're like on a beach, which is kind of nice. It reminds me of a similar piece of gay art called Moonlight. Yeah, that's good. I like the hair, to be fair. Nice hair.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, You don't want to comment on the members. Do you think that?
Yeah, I guess. Well, I suppose what I'm picking up is that they appear to be. I could be wrong, but they appear to be circumcised, which is interesting for a guy from Finland. I didn't really think they did that.
Yeah, maybe they do.
Yeah, and presumably this guy would have supported getting rid of all the people with circumcised penises.
Maybe, yeah. Yeah, I love how in the quotes, when I was going through his Wikipedia page, he was like, Tom of Finland really wanted to move away from his earlier appreciation of Nazis in his work.
That's good.
But yeah, he was too horny to do that, apparently.
Yeah.
Let's go on to picture D now, Michael.
Oh, picture D, my favorite. Okay, that's actually I quite like this one. So,
good.
Yeah, this is good.
What appeals to you?
I think it's the spanking. It's the way that his bulge rests on the guy's back.
Yeah.
This guy, he's really into butts, which I think but the butts are ridiculous. And I also like the way the guy who's doing the spanking, he's got a look on his face that I would describe as kind of serene and almost like consigned. Like it's as if he's doing it because he has to do it. This is what I do. I spank the butt. Like it's not like he's enjoying it. He's just recognizing this is a thing that needs to happen. Like I like to believe this is a world where someone just sees a butt, like sees a fat ass, a porb, a fat ass white boy, and they're like, I need to spank this. And just like someone had to do this, and it had to be me. Spank.
Yeah.
I also like to imagine there's something going on with the vibrations from the bike there. I like to imagine they're leaving the engine running.
You're really getting really deep into this piece, Michael. Yeah.
But honestly, these guys should not have with the size of their dicks, they should not be wearing tight jeans. Like that just seems like I get what Dylan's saying about the pain there.
Yeah. Obviously, no one has pointed this out yet. On his motorbike, you see what the number plate is?
Tom 1.
Wait,
I like that. Getting himself.
Yeah.
It's almost like instead of signing it, he's got little clues to the.
He's a real Ben Garrison
reader.
Yeah. Ben Garrison's idol. Right, let's go on to the pictures, Michael, at the end. So obviously we have A, B, C, and D.
Right.
So out of 10, Michael, what are you thinking about A?
Okay, yeah. So I forgot I wasn't just ranking them; I was rating them. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Wait, what was the standard set? I want because I don't like
whatever you feel.
Fine. Okay, so this is my standard personally. I'm going to give it just a 5.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. What do we think about the top right image now, Mike?
So for me, that is I think I'm going to give it an 8. I really like the fact that he's, the way he's being given a wedgie. I think that's great.
Okay.
I like that.
Yeah, I like that. And bottom left now.
Interestingly, I'm only going to give this one a 6.
Did you not like the dicks?
I think it's, I like subtlety.
They're not erect enough.
Well, that's it. Yeah, there's that too. I actually don't find the penises that aesthetically appealing.
Oh,
I don't
wow.
know what it is that I would like expect from them, but it's just there's something about them. I preferred the mystery. It's like when you see the monster in a horror movie when it's been like built up so well, and then you see it and like, oh, okay.
All right. There's certainly some monsters in these pictures.
Yes.
Yeah. See what I did there. Right. Anyway,
Well
D.
I'm going to give this one a 9.
Oh, so again, D is the winner. That's interesting.
Well, we like D's, don't we?
Yes. Okay. So
please.
what really spoke to you, Michael? What did this piece do?
That's
Was it just the butt?
Yeah. Basically, it's the butt. It's kind of like I say. It's just got a good energy, I think.
Right. That's a good way to describe it. Okay.
Good energy.
Dylan, are you ready for your group 2?
Oh, nice. I get another group. Nice.
Yeah. It's 2 groups, and then we get a final 4. So yeah, D has gone through for both so far. Will it be treble D? Well, let's see. So this is picture A, Dylan, for your second group. Here we go.
A for anus. Hey, man,
Okay.
what are you doing? Hey, what are you doing? I like to think as well. That's in normal mode at the moment. That's just in like that's resting. It's
Yeah. It's not got any blood to it yet. Yeah. Michael, maybe you can see this. The police officer's badge. Do you see what it is?
Oh.
Oh yeah, it's just it's a penis, right? Like it's a cock and balls or something. Yeah.
Yeah, and says Tom's Men.
Am I allowed to admit
Tom's
I don't
Men.
quite know
Oh,
what
he's got a cock on his
Yeah.
on
There we
his
go,
collar
Tom.
as well.
Yeah, it is weird that all of them have those weird like things on the thighs because like they were on like the other guy. I think it must be like some kind of. I think it's something that like it's a riding uniform. I think like because it's been all the horse people who've had it. Like whenever there's been a horse involved, and that guy's obviously got a riding crop. I think he must be a horse guy.
Yeah, there's some racial implications.
Yeah,
going
that's
on
interesting.
here,
Yeah,
by
because
the
this
way.
guy's black.
Yeah.
He's also very veiny as well.
I'd say he's I mean he's got one distinct vein running up and down both arms.
He's got a dick on his boots as well. That's quite nice. Nice little touch.
Okay, Dylan, you ready for picture B?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, right. So I don't really know what's going on here.
I believe this person is a circus performer, and
Right.
the elephant is declothing him.
Well, obviously we don't talk about that. But yeah, he's wearing. I like how he's got a very masculine body, but he's wearing quite feminine clothing. So is that Tom trying to tell us something there as well?
Well, I think it's because again he's a circus performer. This guy, I think.
I did say I don't want to see anything illegal getting animals involved. I'm not sure is that
Is it getting the animal involved, or is it just the elephant having a bit of fun?
Bit of fun, yeah. What's he getting up to with that trunk? I dread to think. Was this considered a good drawing for him? How I'd be interested to know how highly he rates this piece of art.
Yeah, you do wonder where that trunk's going next, but it's all about how you interpret it, Dylan. And you have a negative reaction to this piece. I feel like.
Yeah, you could describe it as visceral.
Yeah.
I've seen better. Let's put it that way.
I like how before you said, "Oh, we the horse in the room," and instead of the elephant in the room, and then I was like, "Oh, we're gonna have an elephant in the room later, literally." Okay, so picture C now, Dylan. What do you think of this one? This is
He's just got his book on his ass. And the other guy's like, I don't mind that. I'm okay with that.
By the way, this
That's
is
all right by me.
This is how we used to revise,
They've got. I just love it. It's like, like in all TV programs where they get six thumbs in, but they're like played by obvious adults, and it's just like these guys in their face. We've got our exams tomorrow. We have to. And then we've got the big dance, and they're. What I like about his drawings is how realistic the people are, but the imagery around them is very kind of almost cartoonish. It says a strong statement about kind of the world that he lives in. But
what do you think of this image, Michael? Do you like it? You a fan?
Yeah, I think it's a. What I like is that it is a practical solution to a problem. How do you rest your book perfectly? Like, it's
the best part is if it needs to turn the page, just.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I was also thinking you can kind of get autofocus by having him clench.
Oh yeah, good point.
Yeah, I mean, it does, like, that image in particular drives home, like, these are not, like, there have been some BBLs going on here, I believe is what they're called. Like, there's big and then there's unrealistically big. But that's okay, like, again, just, it doesn't have to be real to be real good.
Exactly. Art doesn't have to be realistic, It's, it's all about, creating. And let's see if that's the case with your last picture, Dylan. You will appraise picture D.
Picture D for D. You know what? It's simple. I like that. He's not trying anything. He's not, he doesn't, he's tried it with all the elephants. He's done the books and that. It's just like, you know what? Let's just go to, let's just go to simple. Hey, why? The erection doesn't look as painful as the ones before. There's that as well, But I just I like that, it's very Freddie Mercury-esque, but I just like the face. He's kind of like, it's like that come hither look. It's like I know you're looking. I know you. It's okay. You can look.
I just think he looks very comfortable. This guy. It looks like he's just casually leaning against the wall at a bar.
He's. I mean, I think you get thrown out if you just lean in. Especially when you've got an erection.
That's great.
I'd love that if there was like the rest of the pictures, just like people in a bar, just like as normal, and he's just there at the side. Everyone's just trying to ignore him.
Oh, there's Franz again. Just let him be.
It's just how he is.
It's just how he is. Right. Well, a strong final reaction there to that picture. I think. So yeah, let's go on to the rating screen, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Dylan. Of course, A, B, C, and D are all there. What do you think of A, Dylan?
A, I like A a lot. I think it's the is he a victim? The black
Stance
guy,
your interpretation.
I don't know if he's consenting to that to his dick being touched. But having said that, because it's so big, maybe he just thought he was touching his thigh. There's that risk that you have with having such a mammoth
knob.
Yeah. Well, you're gonna give it out of 10, Dylan.
I'm gonna give this one a 7.
A 7. Okay. Interesting. Okay. What about B, Dylan? The circus one.
The elephant one has got potential. The detail on the elephant is very, very good. This guy knows how to draw elephants. I don't know if I should be worried about that.
He should have gone into he's had a lot of practice with elephants, and I, for one, am concerned.
Does he enjoy drawing elephants? Because we all know what happens when he enjoys drawing things. So
yes,
it concerns me. I'm still gonna just give this one a 5. I think it's not as strong as the other ones for me.
Fair enough. A 5 out of 10. What about C, Dylan? The book drawing.
I like the book drawing. There's a lot of detail on the trainers as well. On the first guy. Actually, I've never really appreciated the fact that the first guy is fully clothed and the other guy isn't as well. So maybe there's like a power dynamic there that I didn't appreciate on the first viewing. It's like maybe the other guy's his slave, and it's.
Come on, Dylan. Let's not get political here.
I'm gonna give this one a 6.
Okay. By the way, Michael, he was talking about the one in the bottom left when he was talking about slaves.
Oh, sorry, I was getting my people confused. Sorry.
Not the black guy. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why I was just
Okay, what about D or Franz or whatever?
That one's
Franz,
very
yeah.
simple.
It is, sometimes simple is good. Sometimes simple is good. I mean, this one also gets a 7, so I don't know what we do if it's in the event of a tie.
Well, you pick which one you like better, A or D. So I think you just have to choose, Dylan. That's the idea.
I'm gonna put Franz through. I'm gonna put Franz through.
Franz goes through.
It's simple, but then sometimes simple is the best.
Unbelievable. D once again.
I actually think that Franz would make some good thumbnail as well for the video. I mean, I don't know how you get around
Yeah, Michael's gonna have to be busy with the blur thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a lot of fun.
Right. I like how your wife is working and then she goes to your computer screen. What are you doing, Michael?
Just rating some art.
I'm making art.
Yes, good point. Right, let's go on to Michael then, the final set of 4 pictures.
Good.
Michael's group 2, so let's see what picture A is.
Right,
Okay.
So 1985. Okay, see, this is interesting because the guy is he's an airport captain. He's being like a pilot is what I mean. He's being held back by an army looking guy. And this is the third element, the wild card, as I like to call it. There's a greaser guy coming in, jerking off, and he's licking his lips. And I find this interesting because it's probably the most overt display of lust we've had here. And it's interesting that it's not coming from somebody demonstrated to be an authority figure. So I think you can suggest that there's a sense in which, this is saying that there are some people who, just can't control themselves. And this is what we're kind of getting represented here.
So do you like it, though, Michael?
I think it's pretty good. Yeah, I do like it. I kind of like the what's his face, the bloody pilot. He actually reminds me of something. Like facially, his face reminds me of like an actor or something.
Well, he doesn't look like he's enjoying it, does he? Or does he? I don't know.
Yeah, he's doing a weird face. He's doing like, really?
From what I see, it looks like all 3 of them are enjoying themselves. That's what I find so funny about the picture.
You know what? Dylan likes enthusiastic consent, and that is one thing I appreciate about him.
Fair enough. See, the thing I looked at, and I was like, I couldn't really interpret what his face was. Is he enjoying it, or is he, in discomfort?
I'm willing to read it.
It is consensual.
As consensual, yeah. Enthusiastically consensual, I would hasten to add.
Oh, good stuff. Yeah, and again, a massive cock, absolutely.
I just had to take my jumper off because these pictures are making me all hot and steamy. It's
that was a concern. We always knew that was a possibility. Whenever Luke suggests his topics.
Yeah. Well,
I actually think I need to turn my radiator down. I'm getting very
Well. Let's see what we have with picture B. Will Dylan still be feeling hot under the collar?
Okay, so now this should have been drawn in 1969, clearly, but this is this is actually interesting because it's 69ing, but with I believe it's called. See, what part of this are we supposed to be not blurring right now? Even the image in the background, there's a little picture in the background, and even has a guy's dick. That's the kind of thing that's the kind of thing I could miss that could cause our whole channel to get taken down.
I like to think that's one of his previous bits of artwork, and he's just like plugging it in his new one.
Yeah. So basically, it's 2 guys eating each other's assholes.
I believe is that called felching? I believe that's what I want to say.
I think you said it. Yeah, felching. So it's a mutual felching session. Yeah, I mean it's kind of interesting.
I like his. He likes boots. He's very into his boots.
Yeah. So I'd honestly like to see whether or not they'd be capable. Like this has got me thinking: would they be capable? Because they're strong guys of walking around like some kind of quadruped felching superorganism,
like some kind of human
like demons in like the way they're always doing that spider walk thing.
Oh yeah.
Imagine that, but it's these 2 guys like chasing.
You can live off that, I suppose.
This piece makes you think. Yeah,
crazy.
Makes you think. Yeah. I'd say when you. I was drinking some water in the middle of that, and I nearly, put it all over my desk. Anyway, let's go on to picture C now, Michael. Picture C.
Yep. Okay. Okay. So this is another one where it's like what I kind of find interesting about this is he's kind of grinding on his boot.
Yeah.
I believe this piece of work is called hors d'oeuvres.
I don't know what that's about.
What?
he's you know that the boots are his hors d'oeuvres, and then he's
he's building up for the
he's
building up.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I
yeah,
see.
that's a good interpretation, Dylan. I like that. Yeah.
So basically, like, obviously, this guy, he has a penchant for authority, and you can kind of see that represented here with the very boot-centered sensuality.
That guy who has his cock out. Well, the other guy does, but the guy that looks like really looks like a Nazi. That's why I thought.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the year he died, though, isn't it? 1991. So this is like one of his final pieces.
Yeah, this is his swan song.
His swan song. When he was drawing this, he was like, "I want to leave a legacy." Right. So that's picture D. Picture C. Now we're going to move on to picture D, and of course, D has won every single time. Let's see if it continues.
Okay. God damn it. So this is I like he's wearing kind of like briefs or whatever. Of course, it's also a black guy. He's not wearing boots. He's wearing trainers. And he is
in the boots.
So for me, this looks like it is. This looks like this is kind of non-consensual. This looks like one party is vindictively excited, while the other party is a little bit concerned. See, it's not like the thing is from the punk guy. It's not like too much resistance. I'm just trying to think to myself, like, would this be because of course punk has had. It's generally I was going to say punk's generally viewed as left wing, but there have been Nazis who have infiltrated punk spaces. Hence the famous Dead Kennedys song "Nazi punks fuck off." So I'm wondering whether or not this, because you could read it as this is a left wing guy who's kind of like he's thinking, well, I guess if I'm gonna fight the revolution fight the establishment as a punk, I better start by eating a black dude's butt. But he's kind of like a bit reluctant for it. Or it could be a racist guy who's kind of thinking, but like if it's a racist guy, I think he's kind of got to be thinking, actually, you know what? Like, I think if it's a racist guy, he's politically against it, but he's actually sexually enthused by it. If it's a left-wing guy, I think he is politically for it, politically for eating black booty, but he is sexually not enthused by it. Because either way, there is definitely ambivalence in his face.
Yes.
Tell you what, though, also this guy is also quite veiny. I would say this is the veiniest.
Very
guy
veiny.
Yes.
And he's got a very long neck as well.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I can also, it suspends my, or it maintains my suspension of disbelief a bit when it's a black guy who has a butt like that. I'm like, yeah, I can see that.
Oh, thinking it. Right, okay. So there we go. Dylan, you like that one as well, I imagine, because of the right.
I think D would be my winner if it was up to me, but it's up to Michael, so that's the thing. Yeah.
So here we go, Michael. Here are the images. I've actually got them in the wrong order. I think. The top left and top right should be switched. Yeah.
I see. Okay.
Top right. Say.
What do we think of? Let's go top right first, which is A, which is the the airline pilot.
I will say all of these are pretty good. So I'm glad I started off with 5. So I'm going to give this one I'm going to give it a 7.
Oh, okay, interesting. What do we think of the guy 69ing? What do we think of that one?
This is terrible because I really like that one too. So I'm going to give that one like an 8 or something.
Oh,
I mean, or maybe I'll give that. I'm going to give that one a 9.
Oh, he likes the 69ing. Yeah. What about C, the bootlicker?
I'm only going to give this one an 8. You could say it is politically and socio-politically striking, but I think at this point we're just in it for the sexual titillation. So I don't really care about that.
Yeah,
I mean, if you go over Tom of Finland's own way of rating his artwork, the more erotic it is, the better the artwork is.
Which one's giving me the biggest boner? and then the last one, I mean, that is really funny. So I guess I don't know. I mean, fuck it. Have you had a 10 yet?
No.
I'll give this one a 10. Why not?
Oh wow, 10 out of 10.
Yeah, this is in a high-scoring quadrant.
Yeah.
This was a strong semi-final, quarter-final.
There we go. So D wins out with all of them. So these are the 4 winners we have, of course, in the top left-hand corner.
You see, I'm not used to seeing any of these pictures not in the bottom right corner in the winning position.
Yeah, I know. We have Dylan in the Dylan's Group A winner in the top left. We have Michael's Group 1 winner in the top right. Then we have Dylan's Group 2 winner in the bottom left, Franz. And then we have Michael's Group 2 winner in the bottom right. So
it's just such a silly thing to do. I just love this.
Right. Okay. So let us go for the top left. So Dylan's winner. So Dylan, you gave this one a 8 out of 10. The 2 guys in a boat. You thought it was an 8 out of 10 picture. Michael, what are you gonna rate this one?
I'll only give it a 7.
Oh, only a 7. It's quite harsh.
I suppose as well. Now that we know what some of the other pictures are, does that change the standard?
You can see. Yeah, it could arguably.
Yeah, I like this picture because again the guy looks very, it's a very serene kind of vibe, and he's just casually got his.
You could say
out.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's beautiful, and there is there is some hardcore natures to Tom Finland's photo, but that stands out because it shows you can do both. You can do the Wind in the Willows-esque photos.
Get you a man who can do both, ladies.
Yeah, pictures. Yes, so I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10 as well. So that gives the top left photo, Dylan's Group 1 winner, a score of 22. Now let's do Michael's Group 1 winner in the top right. The guy.
8, and 7.
Oh yeah, sorry, 23. My bad. Yeah, Dylan's right. So yeah, the guy getting spanked. Now Michael gave this one a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. Dylan, what are you going to give it?
Well, I quite like again. It's the way he's selling the fantasy. It leaves a lot to the imagination. Subtlety. I don't know. I don't really know what his strengths are. Is it the subtlety, or is it just when he just goes out and he just shows those rockets shooting up to the sky? I think I do prefer the Wind of the Willows one, so that's why I'm going to give this one a 7. So I'm sorry, Michael. I'm just gonna water your score down
fucking
a little
arsehole.
bit.
The thing about this one is it's quite creative compared, what the action that's happening in the actual picture compared to his other pieces of work. I think Tom of Finland, he had a very clear idea of what he was going for here. I don't know how he came up with it in his head. A guy on a motorcycle being spanked like that. But
he just woke up one day and it just came to oh yeah.
But for that reason,
this.
Yes. He woke up in a couple of ways, didn't he, Dylan? Anyway, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. I think it's a good piece of work. So that gives Michael's winner a score of 24. So yeah, narrowly ahead. Now we'll go with Franz, Dylan's.
I love Franz.
Very unique, this one in the bottom left. Dylan's Group 2 winner. Dylan, of course, gave this one only a 7 out of 10. But it is quite unique. So
it was a weaker group that group. Yeah. I will say, and not as strong as Michael's final group, but still a good winner for me.
Yeah, what are you gonna give it, Michael?
Yeah, so again, the main thing is it is very simple. He looks the most like Freddie Mercury, which has to count for something.
He does. The other thing is they both died in the same year. I believe Freddie Mercury died in 91. I have to check that. But
So I'm just gonna give this a 7 myself. I just felt like it's pretty basic.
Yeah, the thing is, I'm going to actually give this one an 8 because obviously I chose these pictures and I made sure to include that because going through all his work, seeing all this one is unique. This one stands out, and I appreciate that somewhat. But of course, it's only 22, the weakest score. So yeah, now we move on to Michael's Group 2 winner. Has to get a score of 25 to win. Of course, Michael gave this one a 10, so it's starting out strong. What do we think, Dylan? Of this picture?
I think it's very funny. So that's what really does it for me. I just like the. For me, I feel like the punk guy does not consent to this, which is interesting because a lot of his pictures, everyone is really normally consenting to it. One of Michael's Group 2 people, so the police guy and the pilot was being restrained. They all look like they were enjoying themselves. Whereas the punk rocker, I don't think he wants to be there. I For me, again, this is a very funny picture. I like this one a lot. I'm going to give this a 9.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? This is to me, this is like racial backlash. This is what this is like.
Yeah, it's payback time.
Yeah, it's pay black time.
Pay black time.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Yeah, and he's that guy is he's about to do something I don't think he wants to do, and so it's very interesting. Again, he's pushing the boundaries with his art later in his life, Tom of Finland.
I think,
as a true artist should.
The thing is, though, that he's not fighting against the establishment, because punk people generally fight the establishment too. So it's kind of what is it trying to say? That's the big question.
It's trying to say that, you know what, getting your face shoved in a black guy's ass, that's something that maybe he wants Tom Finland would like.
Yeah, you know what it is? It's the woke establishment.
Right. So I'm gonna
to this nowadays. This guy would be just stop oiling the punk guy.
This is him in prison, then. Is that what the case? Not to get racist here. Anyway, I'm going to give it a 9 as well. I think that's probably his strongest picture. That's why I put it last. And that wins it with a score of 28. So that is the best Tom and Finland picture. We have found it to celebrate his birthday, which is of course on April the 8th. So this will be uploaded around there. There you go. That is his finest work
May
of
the
art.
8th.
Shit, May the 8th. Yeah. Yeah, Michael, you selected the winning piece of art.
It feels good.
Yeah.
I feel like I feel seen.
Well.
I feel.
Well done, Michael.
I feel like I've become an icon for the gay community in my own way.
Are you going to hang this piece of work up in your room or your house, Michael? Considering you like it so much,
You know what? I think that is a very realistic possibility for which my wife should prepare herself.
I want to take the picture of Franz and put it somewhere in the youth centre. Put it in.
You're just casually staring at all the kids just as they walk by. You should hang that up in your janitor's closet, Dylan. It's your own private space.
There we go. If I'm ever feeling down, I can always look at Franz. He'll cheer me up. Who could say no to that face?
Right. Okay. So there we go. There is our Tom of Finland celebration. We respect the great man and his work. You laughed at me before, Michael, when I said his work is respected, but
Well, now I feel like I should laugh at myself.
There we go.
For ever having doubted you.
Yes, exactly. And there we have it. You know what, guys? This is going to be my topic because obviously we're running late, and I kind of should have.
Okay.
Yeah, the preamble fucks it. So Dylan, what are you going to give this one out of 10? Or Michael starts. What are you going to give this out of 10?
Okay, so I will say whenever you do this, I always like to kind of just bear in mind that you've had a little bit of extra time. So of course we did
just
have
a
lot
little
of
bit,
laughs.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like an
so
hour.
obviously if you manage to fit all of that funniness into 10 minutes, then I would give you a 10. But of course, I'm sure you can understand I wouldn't quite do that.
Yeah.
I think, but I'll call it an 8. I think an 8 is definitely fair.
Yeah, I think that's good. Yeah, I'm going to give myself an 8 as well. Dylan?
Well, I mean, you gotta appreciate the time constraints and everything like that. We're supposed to be 10 minutes, and we stretched it out a bit. But no,
I think I've already I thought
this
made
was
that point
a good
sufficiently.
topic league, so I think I'll give it a 10. I think that's
a 10.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, I'll
done-
take that. Wow. You were so
this
dour, and then a 10.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, well, you fucking
I like
asshole.
to do like
you
the,
kept.
the Simon,
you didn't.
the Simon Cowell. I'm afraid you're gonna have to go home and then come back to us in 3 weeks because you're through.
Wow,
You know.
that's crazy. I can't believe he does that. How did he come up with that idea?
What a fucking genius. Right, who wants to go next with their topics?
I'll go next to my topic. No, actually, no. I'll go last because my topic is a good topic to end on.
Okay, Dylan, you go next.
I don't really have a topic. I have to think of something. What can we do? What can we talk
Oh,
about?
is that the case? Well,
Dylan, I'll give you a 7 if you just forego having a
yes,
topic.
I will as well. I swear, I will as well.
I'll take that.
Okay,
I'm
7's
gonna
all
give
round.
I'm going to give myself an 8 for
Okay.
being very gracious in letting Michael go.
This is a fun.
That's so stupid.
It's the last episode of the season, so it's like the last day of school. So just.
Oh, is it? I didn't know it was the last episode of the season.
Yeah,
is it
we're just
actually?
pissing about.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
So Dylan somehow
Yeah.
gets a 22 for doing nothing. That's like one of
Same
his
as-
highest
same
scores
as-
of the year.
Same as Franz.
Same as friends.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, the same as your best friend, your icon. You've got them hung up as a poster on your wall.
Oh god. Right. Michael, what's your topic then?
Okay, so my topic is literally just like one question from which, you know, maybe there'll be a discussion and it might end up being funny, but I'm not sure how it could be. So a while ago, I did a thing where it was like those pills you can take, and it's like, oh, you know, you can take pills, like one lets you stop time, blah, 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 blah. Now, I'm not going to do that again, but
Good.
I did see one thing that was one of those pills, but there was only one on there that interested me, and it was this. One of the pills you could take was saying you never have to sleep again. There was a conversation as to whether or not that is actually a good thing or a bad thing.
I think
so. Just to start off with, like right out the gate, you know, to simplify it as one question: would you guys take the opportunity to never have to sleep again?
I think there's you know, the fact is if you don't have to sleep, you got so much more time to do stuff. I think that's an important
That's
thing.
it. Well, that's what someone said. Yeah.
But there's something so peaceful about just being able to sleep.
Would you? Because right now, obviously, I sleep. We all sleep, but I still get tired during the day. Like even if you, I think, get a full 8 hours, you're still possibly going to be tired a bit in the day. So my question was, would you, if you didn't have to sleep, would you still get a normal amount of tired? Because obviously the implication would be, well, you wouldn't be like the implication of the fact you don't have to sleep is that you wouldn't get like as tired as you would now if you didn't sleep, because that would be pointless. But
I can imagine you probably wouldn't get tired at all if you didn't have
yeah,
to
so
sleep.
you never get tired, which I think that would be like interesting. I guess it would mean like you'd never have to drink any caffeine. But then like what would happen if you did drink caffeine? That would just you'd start flying through space.
You couldn't say, but don't talk
yeah.
to me till I've had my morning coffee. You know, as we all say to
That's
each
so
other.
relatable. I love posting that on my Pinterest. Now, Luke, see, I really want to know. There's one obvious thing I'm thinking about here with you, which is you have your whole sports thing. So I was thinking you might like jump in immediately with no, yeah, definitely. I would take the opportunity to never have to sleep.
Just love talking so much, so I couldn't jump in, guys.
Well, I remember Luke saying to me once.
See, now he's
yeah,
jumping
exactly,
in.
yeah.
I remember Luke saying to me once, you know, like before the clocks go forward in April, and he said, "This is my favorite time of the year because it means that all of the American
because it moves you closer to Americans."
Yeah.
So like for you, I mean, also think of all the extra time it would give you to do editing.
Yes.
We'd have like 1 million subscribers if you didn't have so much.
Sleep is just very inconvenient. That's what I find. Yeah, I would happily not sleep. I mean, yeah, Dylan's right. There's something nice about sleeping, but if you don't need to sleep, then you know it's pointless. You're like a what's that fucking thing called? Twilight. You know how?
Yes, yeah, the vampire, Edward Cullen. You just get to watch women.
Yeah, you just get to. That's what I do at night. Just climb into women's bedrooms. No, not women, like high school girls' bedrooms, and just watch.
Oh, yeah,
okay,
of
that
course,
just made
yeah,
it worse
yeah.
for yourself there.
No, yeah.
I love how you like.
You've got to make it worse for yourself.
I love how it's like nobody, when people say something like that, they try and defend it and try and make it sound better.
Yeah, they try and correct themselves in the better direction. Luke's
can I?
no, yeah.
I would
You're
like
bringing it closer to the reality
to
of how
point
it's presented
out,
in
obviously,
Twilight.
what I just said was replicating what actually happens in the movie Twilight, where Edward climbs into the bedroom of a 17-year-old high school girl and watches her sleep. And this is romantic.
Even though he's like 105.
Yes, he's 105. This is romantic, apparently.
Because
again,
he's attractive. It's hot.
It's okay.
Yeah. Haven't you ever seen the human resources meme?
Yes.
No, yeah. I mean, the one thing that hasn't been said, but I feel like is that the question is, because I've been saying you don't have to sleep. Of course, there is the possibility that therefore maybe you could just choose to sleep, but I feel like that makes it too easy, because it's like, well, if you don't have to sleep, but you can just choose to sleep whenever. So I think we should assume that you literally can't get to sleep. But the thing, like the whole context of the original post which inspired this, is that all of the other pills were like really kind of stupid things like you can just magically make a pizza whenever, one of them was like,
how does a pill enable you to do that? How does eating a pill?
Well, it's a hypothetical. Anyway, so basically, someone was saying, like the original thing that kicked this all off was someone saying, you know, all of these are like very minor conveniences, and then one of them is just like effectively increase your lifespan by 50%, because obviously most people spend
that's
8 hours a day.
That's correct.
Yeah, Dylan is got the Good Will Hunting thing going on, so he's the janitor who knows maths, and he can confirm that it's effectively increasing your lifespan by 80%. But yeah, I mean, so the thing is, like, one thing I've said before is that, you know, I actually would follow more sports. Like, one of the main reasons I don't follow as much sports is not because I actually find sports boring. I really don't. When I watch sports, I'm like, yeah, this is fun. But I find that I have to prioritize what I do with my time. And so yeah, maybe I could get into some kind of sports. Maybe I could even become like Luke. Maybe not though.
Wow.
But yeah, there's definitely, I'm quite confident in saying that there are more things I could do with my day. I could put out twice as many Family Guy videos each week.
Yeah, and you never told me about these Family Guy videos.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't want to keep it a secret. I think I've told you before, Luke, and this could be a topic unto itself. I unironically believe in the concept of jinxing things sometimes. Where I'm
I get that.
But anyway,
I get that.
What was it that? What was it that inspiring YouTuber said once? Really inspired me. We all get the same 24 hours.
Wait, what's that?
Are you doing a joke,
this,
Dylan?
No, it's like
is this Mr. Beast?
No, there's this YouTuber. It's like this woman who's.
The podcaster that Love Island. Was she on Love Island? I don't know.
She might have been, yeah.
She was on this podcast, and it was like January.
Successful on.
2023, and she said, "Yeah, we all get the same amount of hours in the day.
We all get the same 24 hours.
Whereas we would get effectively 8 hours more.
Yes, exactly.
There's loads of things. Yeah, we could watch more films. Like, and that's the thing. I feel like I agree with what Dylan said about how you can do meditating. Like, there's things you could do that would, I think, relax you enough. Like, you could just watch Bob Ross videos.
And that's it. And the season is done. Season 15 is in the books. Let's give Michael his rating. Michael.
I thought you were going to say, let's give Michael a round of applause. I don't know
what are you going to give yourself, Michael, out of 10?
Well, basically, whenever I have like an idea for a conversation and a conversation extends from my idea, I feel like I have to say that went pretty much, on par with how I expected. So I'm going to give it a 7 based on that. If it would have gone even better than I expected, it would have been better. But yeah, just a 7 for pretty much going how I expected it to go.
Okay, I think it's going to be a 6 for me personally.
That's
I
fine.
think that's a 6. Sorry, Dylan.
Thank you, Simon.
I don't know. Maybe 7. I think it's fair. I think it was an interesting thing to talk about, and I wasn't bored. So if I get bored during the topic, I always give it a lower rating than a 7.
Okay, that makes sense. Right. So I win the final week. It's been a really strong. Wow. Yeah, this has been a really strong season for me. Actually.
Season. Yeah. Oh, for you. Okay.
Yeah. So,
how many wins did I get?
You got 1, Dylan. Of course, we'll go through it next week. Now, Michael, for my final thought, because obviously, Dylan has to do a forfeit, and this is going to be part
hang
of
on, we all have to do a forfeit.
Yes,
yes,
exactly. So this is what I'm gonna. I've thought of something to do. So right,
this sounds actually pretty fun. Yeah.
Okay, so Michael, can I have a pick a random number between 1 and 3?
Ooh.
2.
Okay,
that's an obvious one.
Dylan, random number between 1 and 3.
Well, he's already picked.
Excluding 2.
What did he already pick?
2.
I picked 2.
So let's go for 3.
Okay, so that means Michael, you will be for your forfeit watching. So we're all going to watch part of a trilogy, okay? A trilogy of movies.
Okay.
So Michael,
the last one, which is always the strongest film in the trilogy.
Yeah, Michael.
I don't regret picking 2 now.
Michael, you will be watching the acclaimed movie Big Mama's House 2. Dylan, you will be watching Big Mama's House 3. And I will be watching Big Mama's House, the original.
But hang on a second, I'll need to watch the first 2 to know what's going on.
If you want to, you can, but you only have to watch 3.
That's really funny.
Okay, so join us for that next time. And that of course that'll be in 2 weeks. Michael, final thought.
Yeah, my final thought is: would you say that this is a clickable thumbnail?
Yes.
Good, thank you.
Yeah, great. No, I think it's good. Dylan, final thought.
We started a band and we called it Books, so no one can judge us by our covers.
Okay, that's funny. That's great. Right,
it would have been even better if you said it was a tribute band.
Oh, yeah.
Because then the implication would be that it's all covers.
I should have said that. We started a tribute band and we called it Books, so no one can judge us by our covers.
Wow.
All right. Join us for the start of season 5. Start of season 7. I apologise. Start season 7.
We've been going on for 7 years. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's it. 7 years. Yeah, right. So join us for that next time in a couple of weeks. So goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye for the
Okay, that was depressing.